Okay, back to back to back, part three. I don't know how much of part two I'll even post because I did get into my personal life, family life a little bit. But like I said, you're going to hear about it regardless because I have like 10 videos on this channel within the last couple months discussing my family life in order, you know. And if not in order, just sectors of it. But they're under unlisted, if not just private. And I'm going to, unlock them and put them on public eventually because I want everybody to know my personal life, family story, and so on and so on, how we've gotten where we are today. But back to the Protect the City program and Changing These Streets campaign with curing violence. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to start somewhere. People always keep saying, change starts at the home, change starts at the home, change starts at the home. Well, particularly as they keep saying about the inner cities, what do you think? And here's the thing, don't know what inner city families, parents, whoever are teaching their inner city, whoever, I don't know. I don't flipping know, so take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. But if the majority of the violence is going on in inner cities, then what do you think the inner city parents or whoever are teaching whoever? What do you think? So, at least if you would ask me, forget that it starts at home stuff, because we've already been past that, and it ain't changed nothing. I think that we have to start getting these kids right there in school. That means they have to go to school. Let's get them right there in school, and let's teach them something about safety in the community. Let's do that for a change. From gun violence to how you talk to a cop, let alone all adult authority in general, and so on and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to start baking the change we want into our curriculum. We have no other choice. And I don't mean change into our curriculum in terms of, once again, based upon biased garbage that, we just make up at the top of our heads to invoke fear. No, I mean grassroots everyday change, or grassroots everyday efforts that really do make grassroots everyday change for grassroots everyday issues in our society and communities. And gun violence is definitely one of them. Other than that, stuff when it comes to driving, some type of, and I'm pretty sure you're like, Nate, that kind of already exists when you take driver's ed. Yeah, it kind of does, but at the same time, if we can put just a little bit extra in there about safe driving tips, I guess, let's do it. The point there, ladies and gentlemen, we have no other choice. You want more dead bodies in the streets, or do you want more prolonged lives where everybody celebrates people's birthdays on a more joyful basis? And I mean to where you don't end up dead right after your birthday, or your parent end up dead tomorrow after your birthday. You get the point. I've read all the news updates on my phone. I'm disgusted to know you can't even celebrate your child's birthday anymore without getting gunned down during the birthday or after the birthday. Guys, gals, we have to end this. We can't keep on pretending as if this doesn't exist. And that's why I say I love cinema. I love TV and movies. I love you. But once again, we can't keep drowning ourselves in entertainment. And then again, still wondering why our society is where we are. Like, that means find your outlets, yes, but earn your outlets. Don't just drown yourself in movies and entertainment. Yeah, movies and entertainment. Don't just drown yourself in entertainment to try to block out the outside world. Because I meant it when I said in the first video. If you do that, then the outside world will come knocking at your door one way or another, and you're going to be looking like, what are you doing here? Yada, 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 yada. This is bigger than voting, ladies and gentlemen. This is literally for the soul of not only, soul of our nation. This is for the future of our kids. The future of our kids and our families. Forget a census. We need real grassroots change right now. And God bless the census, but what is that going to do? What is the census going to do? As I keep trying to alliterate. Gun violence is one of the top things, at least from all the reports I keep reading, one of the top things plaguing our society today. And I don't mean in terms of they say we don't have a gun violence epidemic. Okay, well, you say that we don't, but I'm still tired of seeing all these reports about shootings in my community. So whether we have a gun violence epidemic or not, it's still a problem, isn't it, in our society? Whether you have an epidemic of it or not, we still have a problem of it in our society, let alone suicide and more. And more. The point there is, whether it's an epidemic or not, it's still a problem and a social ill that we need to change, we need to solve, and we need to, do something with. That's what I'm saying. And I just got this idea, this random idea. We need to start baking it into our kids' curriculum. We need to. one of the best ways that I can think about how to cure violence, how to cure these social ills, and how to truly prolong more life. We have to start baking some of this into our kids' curriculum. I personally think so. And if you got a better idea, again, either put it out in the comment section, reach me on my socials, or whatever else, try to, go to your city council, whatever, if you got any other better idea. I just know that I'll be darned if I'm about to keep on reading these reports and just keep squandering with myself. What else can I do, let alone can we do as a culture, in society? We have to do better. That's one of the top reasons what I mean when it comes to these, dare I say, brainless Hollywood celebs. God bless you on the red carpet, but this is also why I halfway don't care about you being on the red carpet. And/or, especially when you're wearing a bunch of revealing dresses and so on, you don't have any manners, you have no morals, you have no character, and I can't even begin to even go even further into that. But I cannot stand them on. You cannot stand them on. I cannot stand it. I just can't stand it. That's more than just the Christian in me. That's just the, dare I even say, wanting better for our children who are watching you in that revealing dress, etc. Okay? You can receive, and like my song titled RWB, which stands for Respect Women's Bodies, you can respect a woman's body and still call out the practically naked, revealing clothing that they're wearing on the red carpet, showing way too much of their breast or showing way too much of their curves or whatever they're showing. Probably the curves might have been a reach. Definitely the breast part. Showing way too much. I don't need to see that. We don't need to see that. Forget it. No one needs to see that. I'm not even going to even say I just don't. None of us need to. I don't care whether you believe in God or not. You don't need to see all that. Okay? Again, is that a good example to be setting for the kids that are, again, watching you? Not just your kid. I mean all everybody, everybody else's kids, all your young fans. Think about it. You have to start trying to set, and that's the thing. People are like, oh, well, I'm not here to be a real model, and then he just said, I don't care whether you are or not. Still, you don't have to be wearing a revealing dress on the red carpet. You don't. It shows you're desperate for fame. You're thirsty for attention. You're desperate for. You're thirsty. You're thirsty. You're thirsty. That's what it says. It says you're thirsty. You're thirsty. I'm sorry. That's what it says. You're thirsty. And probably a few other words I can name there, but you get the point. It's pain, and it is the same. People want to be like, oh, I'm a Christian. No, you're not. You're not a Christian. You're not a Christian. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. No Christian would wear such a revealing dress like that. Real Christian women respect their bodies. Okay? And that means they dress way more modest than that. So don't even give me a story. Well, she's a Christian or what? No, you're not. Okay? This is righteous judgment, by the way. Righteous, and the Bible says you can judge. Just let it be righteous judgment. So this is righteous judgment. Okay? You got to understand that. Because a lot of people be like, oh, well, that's not good. It's good for you to be judging as a... And actually, it is. Actually, read the Bible again. It says you can judge, but have righteous judgment with honorable discernment, etc. Amen to this. I'll stop at 10 minutes. So again, going further into it, ladies and gentlemen, we got to bake this into our kids' curriculum. I definitely think so. Personally, if we really want to cure violence to its core, we have to bake this into our kids' curriculum and probably do a few extra, steps and protocols, possibly policies. But we can't just keep on doing whatever we think we're doing and wonder why the gun violence isn't stopping, let alone why the car crashes keep on happening and so on and so on. Now, it's easy to think that people are just going to do whatever they want to. Guess what? You can still, again, if you can still take steps, make initiatives, you can still do something. Because I am all up for freedom of choice, all up for it. But again, God is my judge and witness, not for it when it's willful ignorance just so you can get away with sin. Especially in terms of when it definitely is affecting somebody, as they say, when it's affecting someone else's life because you're about to get in a car drunk and go crash into someone. You get the point. We got to do better. Somehow, some which way, we got to do better if we want to save more lives, let alone protect our children and stop having our babies taken out of this world as soon as they're born. Because that's probably definitely something that feels like an epidemic just reading about it. Why are we literally having our babies taken out of this world before their first birthday? taken out of this world before they even turn double digits. Why are we having our babies taken out of this world just as soon as they're born through senseless gun violence? If not also car crashes, but definitely senseless gun violence. That's what I keep reading about. Ask yourself these questions, ladies and gentlemen. You have choices, you have options. What I'm definitely referring to, people, is deeper than an election. It's deeper than an election. It's self-to-self accountability, let alone neighbor-to-neighbor accountability. We have no other choice. It really is either go out there, keep giving birth, just have your baby taken out just like that, probably as soon as you leave the dang hospital, possibly. You get the point. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what it is. You either keep the cycles of trauma, abuse, neglect, horror, you name it, keep the cycles going, or take steps so that's one less person that has to, I want to cry themselves to sleep for probably the next how many months, if not years, because look what just happened. Whether it was gun violence, car crashes, anything and everything that I can name. And like I said, this is way beyond politics. This is literally, I'm saying, politics, and politicians don't save lives, don't save souls. What saves lives and souls other than God, Jesus, and faith is self-accountability, and so on. And I definitely hope, like I said, those are the two titles for what I got going on or about to start. Hopefully, indeed, with the city of Jacksonville, my hometown. Titled "Protect the City" program and Changing These Streets campaign. Because I don't care whether it's inner city, whether it's suburbs, whether it's in the middle of both. I don't care. We gotta start somewhere. We gotta do something. I can't just keep watching this and that commercial about yada yada yada, and then I know once again somebody just got gunned down. Let alone you look at the news, probably mass shootings almost all the time. You get the point. Oh, and by the way, if I'm not mistaken, from all the reports that I keep reading, they kind of got smarter. These crooks, criminals, and shooters, they literally negatively got smarter. And that means if they don't do their killings during the day, and they're going to do them at night. They're going to do them at night. And you're probably like, they've been doing that forever, Nate. Yeah, they probably have been, but especially from what I've studied over the last couple months, if not this last year, they've gotten a lot smarter at doing it during night. Like, for example, when Cure Violence was announced that it was coming to Jacksonville, it's like, I don't know how many shootings almost every day I got a update on my phone about a new shooting. Possibly all the time, it was like 2-3 people shot in a day. Shot, etc. And since Cure Violence came in, I don't hear many during the day. I hear them overnight. I wake up in the morning and hear about people getting shot in my city. And that's what I want people to understand. They're pretty much the crooks, the crooks, the criminals, the etc. They're showing you one way or another they're gonna commit their crimes. One way or another they're going to kill who they want to kill. You get the point. But I still believe that there's something that we can all do to get smarter, more creative, and wiser to crack down on crime, crack down on criminals, and truly, hopefully, get these people, I want to say, baptized. Actually, like, pretty sure you understand the end point of what I'm saying. And I'm telling you, if God willing, I live to, live not only to see 2021, but if I live throughout 2021 and so on, I have to do these initiatives. I'm telling you, and I want people to understand these initiatives, similar to what I said in the last videos. Not the videos I filmed today, but the videos I filmed yesterday, if not the day before that. Ladies and gentlemen, these initiatives, the basis of these initiatives are not to get Nate famous. They're really not. They're really not. I'm already famous without them. But the point of the initiatives literally are to, as they put my money where my mouth is, if not put, my mouth where the cause is, or whatever. You could, whatever I can do with, my talent, and my people personality, whatever I can do to help cure violence, not just in my city, but various cities and various states, to literally make our country one of the safest that it can possibly be. Let's do it. So the world we live in can truly be bettered and be a sweeter place. Should I God bless Cersina with her song titled Sweeter Place. God bless. Peace.